A man in Ramasamudra has shattered all the principles of science by surviving without any of the basic necessities of food, water or air for 31 days. Let's take a look at the story of Mallika Arjuna, who's once again shown the world that ancient Indian discoveries were much ahead of their time.
ಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ ತಾತನವರು ಜನವರಿ 14/1/2010ರಿಂದ ಫೆಬ್ರವರಿ 14/2/2010ರವರೆಗೆ 30 ದಿವಸ ಅನುಷ್ಠಾನ ಕುಂತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಗಾಳಿ ನೀರು ಇರಲಾರ್ದೇ ಅವರು 30 ದಿವಸ ಅನುಷ್ಠಾನ ಕುಂತಿರ್ತಾರೆ.
We put the question to you Bengalurians, if you believe that the ancient practice of Hatha Yoga is in fact capable of such feats. You can call us in or SMS us your views, even email us your views, and we have of course the experts here to answer all your questions and also to contradict each other most of the times. We have Yogi Ashwini ji here with us, of course someone who is a proponent of yoga himself and also someone who believes that it is possible for a human to live without the basic necessities of mind, only if you control your mind, that is. Now Yogi, we were talking about science and religion. How much of a connection is there between science and religion?
In the Vedic philosophy, there is no such thing as religion. Even there is no such thing as Hindu, because Hindu itself is a Persian word. We are part of a civilization which has been in existence for nearly last 40,000 years and in civilized existence. So now at this stage, if you bring a science which is just 200 years old and try to compete with that science, it doesn't fit into my mind. I don't know if your viewers understand what I'm talking about. It definitely doesn't fit into my mind. How can you compare a 20,000-year-old civilization with a 200-year-old civilization? It's just not possible. We are talking about a science, an authentic science which has been tried and tested. We are still there after so many invasions, so much suppression, forcible conversions. Still there, only the name has changed. We call ourselves Hindus now, that's all. Though we are not Hindus. We are Vedic philosophers, all of us, including gentlemen sitting here.
How would you find that out, that modern science is just not as good as the ancient one? Would you agree with that?
I certainly don't agree with that at all. Absolutely not. Because the ancient science, so-called ancient science, was very good for that age, for what they knew. For example, the first question I ask is, did they know that there is a heart exists? And what is its structure? And what is its function? Did they know? Is there any mention of that in any of the Vedas? Nowadays, the Vedic scientists, the so-called Vedic scientists, bring out and say there were medicines. Medicines are not. We know Ayurveda is based entirely on certain things which were known at that time. And it certainly couldn't have known, without knowing what the heart is, it would know not its structure and what it does. No, it will not know its function. And so naturally, if there is malfunction of the heart, how could they know and give medicines? Instead of that, they have herbal medicine, which if they given to certain people, it improves their health. That was the basis on which the whole of medicine was being given.
Yogi, how would you fight that? The Vedas did not know what the structure of the heart looked like.
They didn't know. You should give me reference.
Has given 7 layers to the skin, while the modern medical science says there are 2 layers to the skin.
Agreed.
Tell me. You should have said there are 7 layers to the skin. Now they are coming to it.
Did Charaka Sushruta mention
I'm not here to fight with the
name heart?
He speaks or
and what it does.
We are talking about heart. There is a specific tree called the Arjun tree. If you just take the bark of the Arjun tree, make a powder and eat that. Heart is a muscle, let me tell you. Heart is not an organ, it's only a muscle. And the bark of the Arjun tree strengthens that. I have done myself more than 500 people who have hearts have been strengthened by taking this Arjun tree bark. You may also try it out. I can give you medical authentication for that. With medical certificates I can give you. I am speaking here, I am also an educated person. I've got a master's degree and I've studied yoga also. So you might be more educated, but you have not studied yoga. Because what you are talking, it's a medicine. Yoga is not a medicine. It is a strengthening science. It goes with nature. It does not go against nature. What medicine you talk about? You give an antibiotic and you kill everything in the body. You give a chemotherapy drug, you kill everything in the body. You're talking about killing and violence and killing. We are talking about nature, balance and harmony with nature. That is what yoga, that is what Ayurveda is. 7 layers to the skin. Shushruta spoke about nearly 2000 years back. Until now, we are saying there are 2 layers to the skin.
All right. We have, in fact, a Bengalurian calling us over the phone line. We have Usha Rao joining us over the phone line. Yes, Usha Rao, what would be your view or your question today?
Yeah. Well, speaking as an ordinary mortal, it does look like a miracle, but I wouldn't like to dismiss it off as a miracle or a mystery or a mumbo jumbo.
Right, Basvaraj, thank you so much for calling us with your rather frank views there.
Mumbo jumbo, because it doesn't come within the realm of science, because there are so many questions that are still unanswered by the medical science. So we just cannot dismiss it off, because even if we just look back into history, even the ancient sages have gone into samadhi and observed penance for not just days but months and years. We've read about that. So we cannot dismiss it off. There has to be a proper probe into this, and I think science and spirituality should learn to coexist. And they should work together to unravel this mystery rather than laughing it off or dismissing it off as something unbelievable. That is my take on it.
All right, Dr. Keshav Rao, do you think that science and spirituality can in fact coexist?
I don't know what spirituality is considered from the point of view of science. It has to be defined. And I don't think spirituality, the basis is taken from the Atma. One is supposed to go beyond generations of, beyond death also.
Right.
I mean, the next life and the life after that and all that. And that is not certainly definable, and that certainly is cannot be a part of science, and I don't believe in that absolutely. Nobody has ever proved that. It can never be proved. And whatever can't be proved, at present at least, we should certainly not follow that and use it for any purpose. Wait until it is shown and clearly proved, and then you can use it. Till then, I don't think we can do that, and I don't think anybody has ever used it. If they have done it, they can show it to us.
Dr. Rao, are you a spiritual or a religious person?
Equivocal.
Equivocal. What about you?
I would answer his question.
Yes, please.
I don't know if you've read a book called Life After Life, written by 2 psychiatrists, Elizabeth Kubler-Ross and Raymond Moody.
How many others?
I'm giving you, since you want raise the question, I'm giving you the reference.
Please.
And there are 2 psychiatrists from America who have written it. Read it, draw your own conclusions.
Yeah, sure, I would like to. I would very much like to.
Okay, at that point we have another Bengalurian joining us over the phone line. We have Dr. Dugani calling us from Sahakar Nagar. Yes, doctor, what would you like to express today?
Yeah, it was a very good program. Initially, I heard some of the discussion on Hatha Yoga.
Yes.
And some doctors, one doctor was on the panel.
Yes.
And some explanations were being given.
Right.
One was the muscle destruction, liver produced, and the brain damage, all kinds of those.
Right.
But actually in Hatha Yoga, these things do not happen.
At that point in time, we have another Bengalurian joining us over the phone line. We have Basavaraj calling in. Yes, Basavaraj.
Hello.
Yes, Basavaraj.
I would like to share the information what I have. I am qualified with a diploma in naturopathy yogic science. I have undergone with some yogic courses. Based on that, I am going to say that through the yoga, you can use it as a therapeutic method to cure the diseases, or you can go on undergo like this, whatever the 31 days or 65 days, what he has done, the miracle or something else. I can say it as a gimmick something, being a Swami. But based on scientifically what you people are going to debate on this, before coming to the debate, I would like to say that go through this some yogic developments and come to the debate, and don't foolishly don't say that why can't the army can implement this yoga, and why can't government can support this. Please mind, what I would like to say that is that you people should undergo through the proper information of regarding anything and then come to the discussion. And the next thing, the US is taking the patent on the yoga, for the purpose of careless from the Indian peoples. The yoga is brought in the India and it's introduced by the Rishis. It's 1,000 years ago science. I debate it's a science. It's a yogic science. Hardly around 100, 200 years back, what you people are saying that how the heart, if you don't know what is meant by heart and how it's going to work and what is the function, then how you people are going to treat. That is not going to be written anywhere that people are not known regarding the heart or something else. How you people born then? Before debating anything, please come to the conclusion that you should know something else about that topic or subject and then come to the discussion. Got my point? And it's an Indian culture. Regarding the Indian culture, you people are debating, please mind you that you whatever the discussion you people are doing on the TV or somewhere else, that will be seen by the public and that is some impressive. You people are senior citizens, are more than 40 years. You should have control of your tongue or mind that before debating. Thanks.
Right, Baswaraj, thank you so much for calling us with your rather frank views there.